Good morning. I hope I'm not going to get in trouble for taking this out of the mic stand. I'm a general. I'm so happy to be here because now more than ever, I believe our nation needs scouting. Now more than ever, I believe our nation needs young men like the men that I see sitting before me here today, and parents who are committed to helping them along that journey. Also, special thanks to the sponsors who helped make this thing happen today. I am blown away by what I've seen and what I heard is going to happen here today. You're pretty fortunate and awfully honored to have the sponsorship to be able to put something like this on. But I believe that this nation needs scouting more than ever because of so many of the challenges that we're facing. Not just the social challenges, not just the political or the economic challenges, but challenges of growing young men to be good men. I will give you an example. You know, we are watching very closely. We in the National Guard are responsible for responding to domestic response for natural and man-made disasters. And if you've been watching the news, you know there's a little natural disaster making its way up the east coast of our nation right now. And one of the things that we have to deal with in our nation is that as our population moves from rural areas, from farm areas, into the suburbs and into the cities, our population is becoming less resilient. What do I mean by that? I mean that we've lost the basic skills to take care of ourselves. You see, when people lived in rural areas, they had to adapt, they had to make a way, they had to adopt. If you look at a farmer, farmers are always overcoming and finding ways to adapt in the absence of help. But as we move to the cities, we become more codependent and we lose some of those important skills that matter when it comes to taking care of ourselves. And so when we have times of disaster or times of crisis, as we have right now moving up our East Coast, we have fewer and fewer people in our communities who are resilient, who know how to take care of just the simplest injuries. We have people who are more and more reliant upon the government to take care of everything for them. So in the case of a natural disaster, our capabilities are very, very easily overwhelmed. So to have young men who grow up to be men in our communities, who know how to take care of themselves, who know how to help, who have taken an oath that say, "On my honor," young men who've taken an oath to say, "I will do my best," that's very important to us as a nation. You know, in your Scout law, it talks about being brave. Well, being brave comes with being confident. And being confident comes from learning skills. And the skills that you learn here as Scouts are very important to giving you confidence as you grow into men who are important to this nation. And with that confidence comes bravery. And your nation will rely more and more on young men like you because there are fewer of you. So learn the skills well, enjoy the fellowship and the time together today, enjoy the team building. But if I need you to do just one thing, it's to stick with scouting all the way through the Eagle Scout phase. Stay with scouting and become Eagle Scouts for two reasons. One, because the skills you will learn are important. Actually, three reasons. One, the skills that you learn along the way are very important, as I just mentioned. Number two, being an Eagle Scout is a credential that you will take with you the rest of your life. I have the opportunity, I am a member of both Congressman Stivers and Congresswoman Joyce Beatty. I'm a member of their board that selects people to go to the service academies, whether that's West Point or Annapolis or the Air Force Academy. And those young men and women who come in seeking appointments to the service academies all are very competitive. And I will tell you that when an applicant comes in with the Eagle Scout credential, they automatically get a second look from me. They automatically get a second look from me because I understand what it takes to become an Eagle Scout. Paul Tumodowski The guy who flew this Black Hawk in here today is an Eagle Scout. And I can tell you that Paul Tumadowski is a guy that I trust with my life. Consider the fact that Paul understands sacrifice, he understands honor, he understands duty. Paul's deployed twice in his military career already, once to Kosovo, once to Iraq. And today, just this morning when we came in under darkness. The crew was wearing night vision goggles. We didn't land at an airport. We landed in a field that they'd never seen before, with wires, antennas, and hazards all around us. But I trusted that crew with my life because I know Paul Tumadowski was in the front seat. And that's what it means to me when a person carries the credential of being an Eagle Scout. So stay with this. So 3 things I said. 1, the skills that you learn. 2, it's a credential that you take with you for the rest of your life. But number 3, it's proven leadership. You learn leadership. Some of you, most of you will probably be out of school. Who's out of school on Monday? All right. And you're out of school because it's Columbus Day, right? Consider this. Consider if Christopher Columbus, if his journey had been a scout project, if it had been an Eagle project, because all the things that Christopher Columbus had to do to get himself here are the exact same things that you have to do for your Eagle project. Right? You have to get approval. He had to go to his government and get approval to do the mission. He had to explain to them what he was doing, and they had to get approved to do it. And then he had to go recruit a crew, volunteers, to take on that very, very dangerous journey. And he had to lead the entire crew, and he had to accomplish the entire mission. That's a pretty good Eagle project. But that's exactly what we're looking for from you. So I will close because I know you've got lots of things to do out here, but I want you to know that I'll close with what I started with. Your nation needs you as scouts. Your nation needs you not just to be scouts. Your nation needs you to be good scouts. And your nation needs you to learn your skills well, to learn to build a team, to learn to build trust, because trust really is the glue that holds our country together. But most importantly, we need you to grow to be good leaders. We need you to be honorable men. We need you to be trustworthy. Because that's what's going to continue the honor and the great tradition and the great place in the world that our nation enjoys. We were blessed to be born to a great nation. But with that comes great responsibility. And we need men like you, young men like you, to grow to be great leaders. Because our nation's counting on you. So thank you very much. God bless you all. Have a great day.